In a book called When, The Scientific Secrets of Perfect Timing, Daniel Pink reveals his findings from over 700 scientific articles. And in those findings, only 15% of people found that they were morning people who got going and kept going by making sure they arranged their routines to be morning oriented. And I found this really, really compelling because I've seen shifts in my life. Sometimes I really, really get a benefit from the conquer the morning, conquer the day mentality, and it really, really works. And it is my general preferred discipline. But just looking at the data, 15% of people are morning people and get a benefit from that, you've got to do some exploration yourself. So explore timing in different ways, and I know you'll benefit. It can be that you just need to experiment. Now, I have found that I like to sometimes shift things and I get more benefits from different times. So sometimes I need to go back to mornings for particular things, but it's sometimes the case that I have periods where it needs to be in the evening, whatever that technique or that strategy is that I'm trying to work on. Another thing, if you look more into the science of timing, there's different things that work for different people, such as starting a learning task on a Monday or on the first day of the month. And I don't know why exactly it works, but they do find that this works for some people. It's just the way that it is. You can't know whether it's going to work for you or not unless you run the experiments for yourself. This is called N=1 experimentation, and it's the most powerful form of science that there is. Now, how exactly are you going to do this process of experimentation? Well, I like to use journals, and sometimes I have memory palace journals for my memory palaces. Sometimes I have base journals for my base learning practice. And, I use this word journal. What I really just mean is a notebook with paper inside of it, bound by a cover. And I often like to decorate them, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just am in a hurry and stick the word base on it in this particular case. And what I'm tracking in here, well, that's between me and my journal. But at the end of the day, it comes down to times of day that I've practiced and any observations that I have around optimizing that process. And then sometimes I will track images that I've used to help me memorize passages in different songs. And you can turn the fretboard into a memory palace or what have you, and just use some of those number techniques in order to remember how different licks go in different songs, different passages, and it's very, very powerful. But the point is to keep track of that stuff, ideally with your hand. Sometimes Excel files can be very, very useful as well. It's up to you to explore. A lot of people, they read about memory journaling in The Victorious Mind, and they say, please give me the exact steps of how to do it. I don't believe that there are exact steps. There are many, many books you can read about journaling, but I recommend that you just experiment. And one way to experiment is just to simply track your times of day and then make observations and then do more of what you observe to work better and do less of what you observe to not be working quite so well. But don't abandon it entirely. Whatever doesn't work on Tuesday might work on Thursday if you just rotate the times.